All right, so let's do it already. You know, what are we waiting for? Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and take your dollar bill, and you're just gonna do a magic trick with it. Okay, it's very simple. So just do that, make a wish, and then we're just gonna go ahead and do some cards. And your wish just came true. I know. So did mine. That one always pulls up for me. It's the front. I really didn't want to get serious on you guys, but we're looking at a goddamn star here. Oh. Okay, fine. It's going to have to come out. We're looking at another star. He's a little pointier, if you can see, just by like the way that the heavens kind of designed his pointiness, especially the staff part. Right there. So figure that one out, all right? You freaks of nature. You know who you are. You know who I'm talking to. So you are the freaks. I don't know what else you want me to say about that, other than how goddamn true it is, and just keep saying it to you. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank God those are the right way, you know? Alright. Some people are fancy. They just kind of... These ones are trying to pop out. Oh, okay. That's popping out. I've actually never... Oh. Wow. Oh. You know what? This is true for me, so I'm going to say this is true on behalf of all the divine feminines, okay? I'll read it to you, but you read it for yourself, because I've decided to take this card right to work. Right to work. So, I've done that, and, you know, this is, I mean, we're looking at this pointy son of a gun here, and we're just saying, hey, we know you're a woman. We know that. We've always known, we have always known, okay? It's just a part of what you're gonna need, okay? And as we're, you know, shuffling through here, just wanted to point something out to you. This is the other card I pulled. And it's a goddamn 5, okay? And it's a, you know, a clubs or, you know, whatever the clover thing is. And you want to just go ahead and throw that right away. Right away. You don't even want to ever look at it again, okay? And if you do, I will hunt you down. You won't be able to look at it again. Let's just say that, okay? I'm clapping for myself, but when I clap for myself, I'm clapping for everyone else too, you know? Deep frickin' down. Real in there, you know? Wow, there were a lot of cards that pulled out from that one. So this one primarily is, actually true. It is justice, and it's just the goddamn truth, right? And the truth is unconditional love, bruh. I don't mean to burst all of your guys' ass cheeks, but come on, you know. Unconditional love's real, and there's a snake on this sword. Look at that. Look at that little flamey guy. I'm actually just talking to one person. And you know who you are, so don't ask me, okay, to tell you who you are. That's just, wow. But you're you, so I'll go ahead and tell you. I have a secret identity I wish to not reveal, and it's because I'm a superhero. So that's just kind of, that's how I roll. And this is the other card I pulled as I was thinking, like, I'm so badass. And so when I'm pulling all these cards, I don't want it to just be about the, you know, feminine or masculine energy. I want it to literally, as goddamn balls, be both. And if it's not about both, you're gonna find a sword in your door, because I don't accept that. I don't accept you for who you are and your changes and like struggles you're going through. I just think, like, why can't you just be perfect all the time? And why do you ever have to evolve and grow and like become someone else, you know, or develop like interests? It's just extremely annoying. And so this is where we get this one. Okay, this is true. Okay, and I'm not gonna let you read the rest of it, because I'm a dick like that. But it says there's a better choice. Not seeing things clearly and running away from the truth. And this is true for me because I'm always thinking, like I don't deserve unconditional love because I kind of grew up thinking that. And I think, tricked all of you because that's actually what all of us think, okay? And this is actually a good one too because I've been seeing this on a lot of the other, card twinny poos. The Chariot. And as I was talking about running away, I thought, hey, maybe I'll get a horse to come with me, So success that comes from dedication, self-discipline. That's actually how I taught myself to be a horse, just horse around, really. It takes a lot of discipline, and you do need to celebrate your accomplishments and being in the spotlight. That's, it really annoys me, like, how much I'm trying to make a mockery of these cards, and they're actually pulling so much truth, which reminds me of this one, because, I'm the runner, even though I'm, the masculine one, or whatever we're going with these days. I don't know what gender we are anymore. Okay, people? All right, well, there's that, and, real in there. Okay, you guys seeing that? He's got a really big staff, and I got this one for my. Well, you know what? This is interesting for me personally because this is always the card I would pull for someone that I loved a lot at the time, okay? And now I am over them because it wasn't meant to be. Nothing wrong with them, nothing wrong with me. And that's what I've learned, is that it just was not meant to be this and these things. So we got this one. And, he's kind of just floating around. But hey, this is why I like dandelions, is because I went to their house, and there was a bunch of dandelions in the back, and there were things that really matched up with this one for him. But now that this is coming up with him, it kind of makes sense because this was my false flame, and this is my flamey poo. This is who I thought this was. It's just kind of like, okay, well, that makes sense because this is kind of what I wanted, and that's the truth of me really coming out here, okay? I'm trying to run away, all right? But, oh, well, yeah, this is a big one for me, too. Y'all's shits. That's actually my term. I don't know why you guys keep stealing my shit, but go ahead. It's in the cloud of our minds, so I guess you're not really stealing it, but I would like a few things to myself eventually. When I die, I guess. So this is the freaking ego, and I've been doing a lot of mental, healing and clearing. Had candida, which is part of, healing my sacral chakra, so I did a mucoid plaque cleanse. A lot of parasites came out. I'll post a video about that, I guess. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. Why do you guys need to know things? That's what I'm so annoyed about. It's just like, why can't you just be okay with never knowing anything and never wanting anything and never being anything? Just be nothing the whole time that you're, whatever we're doing. Like, are we existing? Are we floating around? I mean, I hope we're just floating, The illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. And see, look, it's both of them, you guys, okay? So now I think you guys are really gonna start listening to me, aren't you? It's about damn time. Now, when I say that, as true as it is, I'm actually joking, because most of what I say is jokes, and you're gonna have to get over that, all right? So, There were some that, you know, I really just almost wanted to, like, pick out because they're really good. And I saw them. Oh, my God. I always get this one. These are the ones that literally came flying out when I was doing a joke about them. But they were, you know, the universe is like, you can't run away with your humor and your sarcasm. You have to face the truth. I'm like, okay, bitch. Well, how's this for truth? Indecision is holding you back, making the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Oh my God, that's always my fucking problem. Feeling trapped between the intellect and the emotional. So this is definitely going on for the divine feminines, but because the divine masculines are actually embracing divine feminine, it's true for them too. And I just think, you know, this is where a lot of my anxiety comes from, a lot of my, even like depression comes from, and I do have a history of being suicidal. I don't think that we should judge people for having depression and having those thoughts because it's part of the process and awakening, and everyone's process is very different. You know, we are all learning that unconditional love is just having understanding and not like judging a book by its, you know, numbers. Okay. Yeah, I pull this one all the time, and what's interesting about these ones is that, like, there's 2 instruments in there, and they're, like, really sweet, and they're kind of the same thing, so it's like, just choose one and play it, you know? Oh, God. Alright. Oh, shit, I'm high now. Nicotine. This is another cute one that is actually too adorable to share with you guys. So, well, thank you. And don't look at that. Okay, that is that's okay. This one actually came out because it didn't come up when I picked the deck up, okay? And that is a very, like, you need to know this, you guys. If you guys are going to be playing around with these very serious things, you need to know how to decide when Spirit's talking to you. And that is up to me to tell you. Because if you go by whatever you're thinking or feeling, you're wrong. Because I'm here to tell you that you're wrong as fuck about everything. About, you know, about yourself, about your family, your friends. All of them suck, and so do you. And that's all I have to say. I hate all of you. I hope that you die. But all seriousness aside, let's have some patience. Don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money. See, mine's time. And I think for some of the other, you know, like our other partners, like maybe theirs is money. But mine's definitely my time because I have to heal myself. And I'm really good at healing myself when I get the space to heal myself. And part of that is that if I have to constantly be explaining what I'm doing to someone, if I have to constantly explain living my life and just existing, that is extremely exhausting to me. I don't want to have to do that. I don't think any of us do, and I think that just needs to be said. So, did I show you guys this one yet? Well, look at it, okay? It's real cute. Yeah, it's a butterfly, so just throw it in the back. We don't need those, they're gay, you know? So, this one came into my hand. And you know what's so funny is this is the one I told you guys I didn't want you to see. And I kind of had a feeling that it was going to be... I mean, I hate to, you know, influence you and, like, manipulate your minds and mold them into my persuasion. But I'm right. And I knew that this was at the bottom. And I almost showed you. And I knew that maybe you needed to see it. And then it got pulled out. And then all of a sudden I was like, all right. And look at her dress. She's see-through, okay? I need you guys to really pay attention to this shit. Because if you don't, no. No, it's not the same threats as I made before. It's better than that. I'm better than that now. I've evolved since then. Just, let's see, 15 minutes ago. I've evolved. And so I'm that butterfly. I just decided, hey, you know what, you guys? You can be mean to me all you want and tell me that I'm a dork and that my hats are dumb and gay and I'm a flying faggot on wheels. But I'm just going to come back with you and say, you know what? So, he's eating a goddamn apple. Like, that just seems so lazy to me, you know? And I just really want to criticize this piece of shit that's sitting on a pumpkin like a lazy asshole. He's not doing anything. He's flying around like he owns the land and the skies, right? You know, because he's flying. He's using our air. He's not paying for it. It's like, why don't we tax him everything? Why don't we tax him for making our lives hell? You know? He thinks he's cooler than us because he doesn't want to be in our clubs. And I'm assuming that when I say we, that you've decided to be my friend again, even though I was an asshole to you. I mean, a faggot. Which is kind of the same thing if you really, 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 really think about it. All right, well, this is cute. So let's get back to it, okay? Let's get back to the cute stuff. Be grateful. Hell no. You just cross that one right off. Don't even think about that. You have much to celebrate. Yikes. That's not true for any of us. Like, we know that if someone comes into your life and you're feeling love for them, that's not real. Like, what's real is, like, all of the things about them that are wrong. And it's the things that, like, if they're not white enough, if they're not like wealthy enough, if they're not famous, you just need to let them go. And there's no reason to celebrate any other person outside of yourself that isn't all three of those things or more. Maybe they're like, you know, I hate to say it, but like rainbow. So it, you know, I'm just getting really caught up in spirit right now, and so I'm gonna have to settle the fuck down. So I'm gonna read the rest of this just to ease my mind. It says deep feelings of peace and happiness. Now, what did I just say? I said ease my goddamn mind, right? Okay. A contented personal life. Now listen, mother-ers. I, as a divine feminine, that's actually, you know, kind of more of a masculine in a feminine body, or, you know, whatever, however you guys really, like, want to see me or whatever, okay? Wait, what was I saying? Hold on a second. We're always content in our lives, okay? We don't need relationships. I have never felt like I needed a partner. Like, even as a kid, I just didn't feel like I needed to be with someone because I was always my own friend, and that's like for reals. But that's just, you know, me being my dork self, playing Zelda, you know, reading Marion Curley's series of books. And we were always taught, like, in my church, because I come from the LDS church, I am no longer a member, because it's an obvious cult. You're welcome. And, you know, you find that out because you realize that love is unconditional. And there's some things I was gonna say, but, you know, I forgot. So fuck you. And thank you. At the same time, go fuck yourself. And thank you.